Ryan, obviously it's a tough situation that you're in today, but you get a point. Are you more upset about not holding that lead, or more satisfied that you fought through and got the point in the end?
It's a fair question, Jeremiah. I think I'm probably 50-50. I think we could have done better to try and close it out. Although, I can't fault the, effort of the team and trying to close it out. But I think we messaged them at halftime to make sure, there's 2 games in a row where teams have played wingers on opposite ends of the field and tried to create 2v1s against our wingbacks, and we needed guys to double team, and we messaged that. And then, you got to give some credit to Colorado. I mean, look, for stretches of the game, they were on top of us. So for us to get a goal through Alex, and hold on for as long as we could, I thought that was good. I thought Danny coming on, Jeremiah provided us some really, really needed and good possession. And so, just a little bit more of that sooner, then maybe I would have been a little bit more upset for us taking a goal. But they put us under a ton of pressure. So I think it was, probably if you're in Robin's shoes, he's probably thinks he's been snake bit. But for us, I'm just proud of the guys' effort and attitude as always.
Okay, next hand I'm seeing is from Maz Vida. Maz, go ahead and bring yourself off mute to ask your question.
Yes. Hey, Brian, I was just wondering, was there any change in the 77th minute from, I know Leyva came on, but the back line seemed to kind of start making great decisions in the positioning. What happened from 77 on to the end of the game, 77th minute on? We
just retained more possession. I mean, they were tired too. They put a lot of energy in the game. And so, again, we should have been doing that from the 55th minute. From the 46th minute, we should have been doing that. That was our intent coming out of halftime. But, credit where credit's due. Danny came on, did a good job. The defenders started connecting some passes. They tired out a little bit. Their attacking players, kind of lost some of their fizz, and we were able to complete some passes.
Thanks, Maz. Thanks, Brian. A reminder, if you have a question for Brian Schmetzer, please hit the raised hand function button to get into the queue. Next question I'm seeing is from Jada Evans. Jada, please go ahead.
Thanks, Brian. I wanted to ask a little bit about Alex's goal. He seems like he's been on a good trajectory since y'all cut him. What did you see from that goal, and just what he's been able to contribute?
Well, Alex has the right mentality. He made something out of nothing. I mean, yeah, the defender made a mistake, but he always gives you 100%. He always fights. He's got that Roland blood in him. And so I was very pleased. Jada, actually, I was surprised because I thought Alex had already scored for our franchise before. I thought it was, Alex, this is your first goal? Because he's been involved in so many of our attacking movements this year. And even when he played last year, he showed flashes of what he can do, with his crossing and his attacking ability. So great for the kid, good confidence builder. So we were obviously very pleased.
Next hand I'm seeing first time question from Felipe Makeda. Felipe, please go ahead.
So, Coach, it was a very hard game, especially the beginning of the second half, where Colorado pressured really high. And in your opinion, what happened? Why did it sound they couldn't play with the ball from the bottom to the up?
Well, there's a lot of missed passes. There's a lot of missed passes by some of the defenders that Maz asked me about early in the second half. Their right side, Barrios, is not a good defender. And we tried to get the ball out on his side. We saw little pieces in the first half when Brad was able to get in behind. We wanted to try and re-emphasize that. The other side, Yaimar needed to simplify some things. He should have just, played Alex when it was on. If it's not on, bring it back and just extend some possessions. But those are decisions that the players have to make on the field, Felipe. I mean, we as coaches don't want to micromanage. We always try to give them the ideas and the tactics to be successful. But again, what I would say is you have to give credit to Colorado because they came out at home and they put us under a lot of pressure.
Jeremiah, you're the next hand I see, and actually the only remaining hand. So if nobody else has any questions, Jeremiah will be the last one. But reminder, hit the button to raise your hand to ask a question if you have one. Jeremiah, please go ahead.
Obviously, we heard about Will's injury. What can you say about that in terms of the prognosis? And was I reading the tea leaves right that Freddy is also carrying some sort of injury, or what's going on with Freddy, I guess?
I'll start with the easier one, Will. So he had surgery on his knee, and that's a big blow to our depth. As far as Freddy is concerned, I mean, look, I could have brought him on, but I wanted to get some speed and pace with Ethan. I thought about that one long and hard. Jeremiah, I know he's a veteran guy, but at 1-1, we were defending more often than not, and we needed some transitions. Plus, I thought Danny came in and did a good job of, providing some of that possession that Montero could have done for us. So the option was go with the younger kid and see if he couldn't get in behind. Didn't manifest itself, but, Freddie will play. I mean, he's a great player. There's no injuries. There's no nothing there. It was just my decision.
Maz, you're the last hand I see, so you might be closing us out here. Go ahead, my friend.
All right. Hey, Brian, I mean, obviously you guys are used to this, but the challenge of the coaching staff in terms of the quick turnaround, you got a game on Wednesday, you got travel, just how, getting the players focused in the regen process.
They're starting now. They're all in ice baths. They'll eat a lot of food right now. We'll come in tomorrow and they'll be off their feet. They'll do a pure regeneration session. We'll walk around on Tuesday, work on some set pieces, talk about lineups, tactics, more walkthrough than anything else, and then we'll play on Wednesday.